What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of The Modern Philosopher. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe because I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of March. I need you guys' help to do that, so hit the like button so YouTube algorithm can, pump these videos out to the masses and I can, spread the word and help people live a fulfilling and promising life. Today, I want to talk about structured freedom. I'm going to title it that. And the reason I want to talk about it today is I was actually thinking about it, and I watched the video, and there was something that somebody said. It said the best type of freedom is freedom with a structure, because freedom without structure really is not fun. And the best way someone described it, I forget who it was, but they said essentially this, right? If I throw you out in the middle of the ocean butt naked, you would be free, but you wouldn't enjoy it, right? So there's a certain structure in life that allows us to enjoy freedom on a positive scale. What some of us think is that freedom is the ability to do what we want, and to some degree that is true. What freedom really means is at some point you have the ability to do what you want, but anything can also be done to you, right? And what the structure does is it filters in what you do versus what also comes in. It allows you to kind of control the things that come in and out of your life, right? So a lot of us have this mindset where I want to be completely free. I want to just do whatever I want to do. And so we go out into the world and we just do whatever. We do whatever. We don't even think about it. We just go out and we say whatever. We act however. We get whoever, right? And I'm a big proponent of there's consequences to every action that we take. And as a result, because we take random action, the consequences of those actions are also random, right? So if you go out and you get whoever you want to get with, and this person is not that good of a person, there's consequences to that are going to have a negative outcome on your life. And so many of us are thinking that we are suffering from a lack of freedom, when in reality, we have too much freedom. And because we have too much freedom, it also brings in too many negative consequences into our lives, which then reinforces this idea of, oh, I need to be free. I need to get out of this situation. I need to do X, Y, and Z. There's a certain level of discipline that we all have to inhabit because that allows us to live a life that is not only free, but also beneficial. Because yes, you are free to do whatever. You are free to go wherever, to say whatever, and to act however, but you are not free of the consequences, right? I was thinking about this, and a lot of people think that as children, let me backtrack. A lot of people, right, sometimes look at life and say, oh, I want to go back to the time when I was a child because of X, Y, and Z. I was much more happier. Life was so much more simple, right? And I want to put into perspective two things. The reason a lot of us were much more happier in our childhood versus now is because the responsibility of our health, of our basic needs was on our parents, right? If the parents were very disciplined, were very accountable for what they did, right? They fulfilled their duties to the best of their abilities, right? As a child, you got to benefit from that. So the parents had the responsibility of taking care of you, and you had the responsibility of enjoying your childhood. Now, as an adult, the responsibility of meeting your own basic needs is transferred to you. You now have to look out for yourself. You now have to start going to work. You now have to start going grocery shopping, taking budgeting your finances and things like that too. It becomes your responsibility. However, we look at it and say, oh my goodness, man, oh, I shouldn't have to work this hard. I shouldn't have to do X, Y, and Z. Matter of fact, some of us are advocating for other people to take this responsibility away from us so that the only thing we worry about is just having a good time. And this causes a lot of stress, not just on ourselves, but other people. Because no adult is going to be walking around and saying, yeah, I'll take responsibility for this other person that I don't know. Or I'll pay more taxes for this other person so that they can just live a good life. No, nobody wants to do all that. No one wants to take responsibility for somebody else that they don't know. And that's essentially what tends to happen with a lot of people who have this freedom mindset is they want somebody else to take their responsibility away from them. So the only thing that they have to do is essentially just live a good life. And it can't happen like that, right? There are consequences to every action that we take. The consequences of living a disciplined life is that you have more resources, or you have more skill, or you have more experience, more knowledge, right? Or you're just a better person overall because you have fulfilled the responsibility that will allow you to essentially take out what you have stored up for yourself. right? If you are someone who, you're very proficient in your job, you're very dependable, you're very respectable, you go to work, you budget your finances, your relationships are loving, you do all the things you have to do, right? And in the spare time and the time that you have left over, you can enjoy your life, because everything that needs to be taken care of is good. On the other hand, if you look at situations where kids didn't have parents who were responsible, kids didn't have parents who were accountable, who were always fly by night or gone with the wind, whatever, those children hated their childhood because they were struggling. They couldn't enjoy life because their parents weren't fulfilling their responsibility, right? So there cannot be freedom without responsibility, because freedom without responsibility is chaos, and chaos is not a good thing. Okay, let me tell you right now, chaos is not a good thing, because maybe every once in a while you come out on top, but you're also gonna come out on the bottom. And for every high that there is, there's also a very, very deep low. And you keep bouncing back and forth with this mindset of freedom, or chaos as I like to call it. So I want you guys to understand, man, you gotta do what you have to do first so that you can do what you wanna do. Fulfill your responsibilities, take care of what needs to be taken care of, do the things that you're supposed to do to the best of your abilities, and then when you have the time to enjoy your life, then you can enjoy your life. That yields the most fruitful outcomes, and it allows you to enjoy your life even more, and you will feel more free in that aspect, versus if you just don't do anything, if you just let life go the way it's supposed to go, you won't be free, you'll be in chaos, and you'll be subject to everything and anything that comes against you. Anyway, guys, this is the Modern Philosopher. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I just dropped a video on Thursday. It was The Weight of Responsibility. Y'all go ahead and check that out. And like I said, help me get to 50 subscribers by the end of March, and I'll see you guys in another video. Deuces.